for coming back. You were on the program when?
December, a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago. And you know, then, if I knew that this show was going to become such a huge success, I would have been much nicer to you.
Yeah. You had no idea who I was.
No, I wasn't sure what was going on. Now, take us through this. What is the genesis of this thing? This started out as a little comic strip. Is that where it began?
It started out on the Tracy Ullman Show.
But where did it come from before that? Was that the first?
Oh, I'm a cartoonist with a print cartoon called Life in Hell.
Uh-huh.
I have little rabbits here in the Village Voice.
The LA Weekly?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so James Brooks saw this. Is this what I hear? Is that right? Or
yeah,
not?
He saw my stuff. He liked it.
Hired you to do something for Tracy
Gave me a
Ullman.
chance on the Tracy Ullman Show, yeah.
And those were the Simpsons that we saw, the little kind of like in-between things on that show?
Those were the Simpsons, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they got their debut.
And then it became its own show. How did that happen?
They did very well on the Tracy Ullman Show. Everybody liked them.
Liked
they were
that
very
segment.
short,
Yeah.
and they wanted to see something longer.
Yeah.
Fox is the only network that had the nerve to put a cartoon on in prime time.
Right. And what is your relationship like now with Fox?
It's great.
Yeah.
You know?
But
They're very happy with us.
You understand now, those mutant little pinheads over there, the Fox executives, you now can just push them anywhere you want.
Well, that's the idea.
Do you do that? Do you squeeze them? Do you scare them? Do you frighten them?
We're all dancing. We're all so happy over there because the show's doing so well.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I understand your father's name is actually Homer.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
And that's the father's name on the little show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is that a problem for your dad?
I can't talk about it until the lawsuits are over.
So there has been some
It's a little
friction.
problem. No, actually, I named the characters after all the members of my family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My mom is Margaret. There's Marge Simpson.
Uh-huh.
I have a younger sister, Lisa, younger sister, Maggie. There's no Bart.
Yeah. And are they flattered by this, or do they?
They're flattered. I also have a brother and sister who I have not humiliated by naming cartoon characters after them.
Yeah.
So.
And they're saying to you, well, what's the matter with us?
Yeah, that's exactly
What's
right.
the problem here?
That's exactly
We're
right.
cartoon material. Come on, let's go.
Actually, I named my son Homer to make up for the fact that I named.
As a term of endearment there.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about this. And you have huge stars now doing voices for the show. Is that right?
Well, yeah, but they don't. They want to do the show, but then they say we can't publicize their names.
Yeah.
It's sort of like if somebody came out on your show wearing a paper bag over their head.
Right. But we wouldn't like that.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Now, so can you tell us who some of the stars are, or give us hints so we might guess?
No, I really
Oh,
can't.
come on. What do you care? You're worth billions.
Well, we've had Harvey Fierstein and Danny DeVito
Yeah.
and
Dustin Hoffman.
I really can't talk about all. I don't want to start denying it because.
Yeah. All right, but assuming that it might be Dustin Hoffman. Would he be playing himself on the cartoon show, or would he become just a voice of like a shopkeeper or something?
We have Tony Bennett playing himself.
Tony Bennett. Now, see, that's nice. That's
Yes,
very
and Larry
exciting.
King playing himself.
Yeah. And the animation, I understand, is done in South Korea.
Yep.
And how long does it take to produce one episode?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
That's about what it takes here, too. Now, but why does now explain? How does this work? Nobody does any drawing at the Fox lot there. It all goes to South Korea. Is that
No. All the creative decisions are done in Los Angeles at an animation studio, and then the actual ink and paint and camera work are done in South Korea.
And why is that?
Money. It's cheaper.
Really?
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. American animators charge too much. We couldn't do the show if we did it here.
I see. And are the American animators upset with this, or do they don't care?
No, it's a tough thing in animation that stuff gets done overseas, but that's the way it happens all the time. But we still run into problem with American animators too. I mean, they want to throw in their own jokes.
Yeah.
We have a whole first show that we can't show anymore. It'll be the lost Simpsons episode.
Really? Because they've added things that weren't in the script.
We have a show in which the Simpsons watch the happy little elves meet the curious bear cub.
They're
TV
all
show.
gathered around the TV
They're all gathered
watching
around.
it.
They're watching this little show, and in the show, the happy little elves are having fun with the curious bear cub. But in the animators actually had the bear cub rip the head off of one of the elves and drink blood out of his neck. And we didn't expect that.
This is what the family is sitting around watching.
We didn't want that. So.
I think that was an old episode of Cosby. One of the early. They did some of that. Now this must be like Cosby for like 2 or 3 years in a row was the most successful half-hour situation comedy in television, and now you guys are right there neck and neck with them.
Yeah.
That must be a great source of satisfaction, huh?
Well, it wasn't our choice. We like Sunday night. That's where we were originally.
Yeah.
And you know, it's tough. Two good shows. People have to make a choice. I think the same audience.
Yeah.
So.
And the merchandising, I understand now. You're when you leave here, you're going somewhere to unveil a brand new
Simpsons pinball machine. Yeah. It's a great pinball machine. I'm going down to New Orleans to the pinball convention and play pinball. Yeah.
And how does this distinguish itself from other pinball machines?
This pinball machine taunts you when you lose. I wanted to put in a lot of insults on the machine, and the pinball people told me they have bad luck when you do that. They had a machine they did a few years ago called Millionaire, and when you lost, the machine said, "Get a job," and people turned over the machine.
Right over, yeah.
So,
but so now you have little Bart probably
Bart
saying
says,
things.
Don't you know how to use flippers?
Yeah.
You know, it looks like we're both underachievers.
Well, geez, congratulations. Now, are you working? Does Fox want you to work on another show? That's what they want. They say, "Oh, now come up with another one. Put another one on."
Sure,
are you going to do that?
Maybe.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
No, we're having fun.
Just squeeze those little worms.
Right.
We gotta. What?
1, 2, 3. Friday Night Videos has got the groove and the moves, so get up and dance with D-Light at a broadcast premiere by Prince.
It's America's Day at the Races, the richest event in the sport of kings. Live from Belmont Park, the Breeders' Cup, Saturday on NBC.
All right, this concludes our salute to Procol Harum. We'll see you Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks for being here. Good night, everybody.